The Boeing 747, known as the Queen of the Skies, was once an icon of commercial aviation, a marvel of engineering, revolutionized air travel. But despite its legendary status, you might be surprised to learn that the 747 also faced significant challenges and in some ways could be considered a failure in the long run. So why did this giant of the skies struggle to maintain its dominance? Let's explore the story behind the Boeing 747's rise and the reasons it eventually failed to live up to expectations. First, it's important to understand the context. The 747 was introduced in the late 1960s as a game changer. At the time, airlines needed a way to transport more passengers over long distances to meet growing demand. The 747's massive size allowed it to carry more people than any other plane, promising lower costs per seat and opening the skies to a whole new level of mass travel. It was a breakthrough, and for years, it ruled the skies. However, the 747's greatness was also its Achilles heel. Its enormous size came with huge operating costs. The plane required more fuel, more maintenance, and more infrastructure support than smaller jets. In the beginning, airlines were eager to fill its 400-plus seats on long-haul routes. But over time, that became harder. Passenger demand shifted, and the aviation industry began to favor smaller, more fuel-efficient planes that could fly point-to-point routes without the need for massive hubs. Another major factor in the 747's decline was the rise of twin-engine wide-body jets, like the Boeing 777 and Airbus A350. These newer aircraft were more economical and versatile. They used advanced technology to deliver comparable range and passenger comfort, but with far lower fuel consumption and operating costs. This made them more attractive to airlines, especially as fuel prices rose and the market became more competitive. Additionally, the 747's size limited its ability to serve smaller airports. Over the decades, airlines shifted towards a hub-and-spoke model initially, which suited the 747 well. But later, with improvements in engine technology and the demand for more direct flights, the point-to-point model grew, favoring smaller planes that could serve more destinations directly. The 747 simply wasn't flexible enough to adapt to these changing market dynamics. Despite this, the 747's legacy is undeniable. It transformed global travel, shrunk the world, and inspired generations of engineers and travelers. But as airlines look to the future, the 747's reign as the Queen of the Skies is a chapter that has gracefully come to a close. Thank you for listening to this journey into the rise and fall of the Boeing 747.